Melissa with Sincerely Creative Mom. We're gonna make a pancake wreath actually, but the measurements are just a little bit different, okay? Just a little bit different. Nope, I don't have the option to flip it around and make it not backwards, which is driving me nuts. So I'm really sorry about that. The first thing we're gonna do is I'm gonna punch some holes in this sign so that I can add some wire to it. So I'm just gonna find the dark spots. It's okay that it's not gonna be like directly, you know, in the center. It's all right. I'm just gonna find a little hole that I can kind of, a little spot that I can kind of camouflage our piece here. So I'm going to go at the top over here, and then I'm going to go at the bottom over here, just so I kind of have it a little bit of a balance to keep it from, you know, tipping and wavering a little bit. So I'm just going to go in there, and then I'm going to add in our wire. I'm going to add in the wire from the top. This is an 18 gauge wire, and pull it all the way through. I'm going to use the rubber part, the bottom rubber part of my wire cutter to kind of flatten that out a little bit. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. The first thing we're going to do is add our pipe cleaners right in our patent pending pancake wreath frame. I'm just going to go right in where the hole is, out where the notch is, and then I'm going to twist right on top where the wood is. So I'm twisting that, instead of twisting it right here or even right in the middle, I'm twisting it near the edge. Nice and tight. I'm not letting any space in between the wood frame and my pipe cleaner. So we're going to just curl it a little bit on the edge. Just curl it a little bit on the edge and then ruffle all the way up. And then curl it a little bit on the other edge. Now, because of the way this mesh is, instead of putting it in like this, because now you can see the underside, I want to see that glittery side, so I'm going to put it in, I'm going to flip it up, flip it over. Okay? And I'm going to put it in the same way. So it's going to be a little bit thicker. Love it. Totally love it. Okay, we're going to keep doing that. Just a little bit of this is just really to hide that cut edge so it doesn't fray all over the place. Curl, curl, scrunch, scrunch, scrunch. Okay, so we're going to go in with our first layer of ribbon, 14 inches here. And to match our sign, look how cute that's going to be. So cute. I love that turquoise. Again, we're at 14 inches. So the ribbon tails stayed the same. The mesh was just a little bit longer. And I'm going to scrunch those. We'll come back to fluff those in just a minute. Okay, once we put them all in, then we definitely want to make sure we go back and spread them apart so that you can see all of those ribbons that we put in there. Take the time to do this. Pull it apart up and down, pull it apart side to side so that it spreads apart and stays. Okay, up and down, side to side, so that it stays. Now, I can not touch this for the rest of the design until the very end and then go back and make sure I have them, I can see everything, right? Pull them apart up and down, pull them apart side to side. All right, we're gonna go from here right into that next layer. I am gonna keep these kind of out like this, which is just the way I want it, perfect. And we're gonna add our next layer right on the inside. Again, 30 inches long. I'm just going to curl that end just to hide the cut edge. Scrunch, 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 scrunch. All the way in. Curl the other side. And then flip it so I can see all the pretty glittery. And I'm going to go right on top. Now this one is going to go in a little bit different. I am going to make sure I fluff this into the center so it makes a nice big round spot, and it's a little, it's going to be a like a cushion for our sign to sit in right in there. And we're going to do that all the way around. I do like the 30 inches. It's pretty. This gives it a little bit of a thicker feel with that 30 inch. Plus it was already pre-cut, and I don't know what it was for, but I didn't use it previously. So I was hanging around. Okay, going back in. Again, 14 inches on my ribbons. Put them right down in there, nice and tight. I'm excited to try those little bows around the outside. Keep it going. And we'll go back and fluff those out. Don't forget. Okay, so we're going to go from here and then cut off our excess. We'll fluff our ribbons, make our big bow, make our small bows, and then attach our sign. We'll be good to go. All right, so now with nothing else, look at how perfect this just kind of sits in here without adding anything else. It's perfect. It's perfect. So my bow can go right here, which is totally fine. And then I'm really interested. I can't wait. I want to try and add a couple little bows. You know, those bows that are just so crazy popular. All right, let's go with a 7-inch, 6-inch, 7-inch, 6-inch, and let's go ahead and do the 3. So pinch, twist, loop. I'll do the next one, sorry. All right, I'll do the next. I'll talk you through the next one. It's barely been used. So to get the ribbon in there is like so super tight. I can't even get it to go all the way down. So it's not normally like that, but I'm going to go the same thing. So I have a tail. I start with a 7-inch tail. And then my next loop is going to be a little bit smaller than the last, right? So about a finger smaller, right? And then pinch, twist from behind. So pull it apart, twist from behind, loop, pinch, twist, and loop. And it does leave me a little bit short, but I'm going to be okay with it. This is all I had left of that ribbon. And then my 2 loops are over here. I'm going to make sure that I switch around. The 2 loops are going to go on the other side. So I'm going to do the same thing, a little bit longer. My top layer does have a little tiny loop. It's about half the size of my last loop. And then that loop's not going to count as my 3. So I'm going to pinch, pull it apart, twist, and loop. Pinch, twist, and loop. Twist, and loop. So if you've never seen me before and you're brand new here, I am Melissa. The name of my business is Sincerely Creative Mom. I am one of the creative coaches with Deco Exchange inside the creative coaching group. Here are the 2 loops over here, switching to over this side. I'm live here in the Hide My Grease group once a month. Let's take okay, so remember it's nice and tight in there because it's brand new. So I pull it up so that it's kind of loose, then I can actually pull it up. Then I squish down and pull all the way up. So I am going to add a zip tie to this just for triple security. Okay, once I have that in, then I'm going to go ahead and make sure I cut the edges. There we go. And then I'm going to take a wire, because it's going to be easier. Can you add florals to this type of base? Absolutely, you totally can. We've turned this base into something great, big, and giant, and we've turned this base into something super tiny and small. I'm going to start another pattern here where I do pink, stripe, pink, stripe, pink, and then I'm going to go heart, or stripe, heart, stripe, heart, and we'll continue that around when we get to the other side. Nice and fluffy. Then we're going to place it, and then make sure I get our secure our sign. I'm just going to take that wire and go straight through. Make a little spot for me to get my bow in. Go right through and right through. Okay, love it so far. Look at that. So cute. Okay, so let's go 6-inch. I do like that, the 6-inch. Let's go 4-inch. Yes, I love this from the supply box. I think it was custom. They have so many custom pieces in the box. It's so cool. Feels so special. All right, I think that's good. 5, a little over 5.5 inches. Loops are 4 inches. All right, no zip tie. No zip tie. I'm just gonna do this really, really, really tight. And then once I have it in there, I'm gonna like squish the center. So you can see the wire, but I'm just gonna kind of bring that up and form it. I'm doing 3 because I think with the added bow there, it'll be a good balance. So 5.5 inches on the tail, 4 inches on the loop. I think it's a good size. And I am using wire. So the wire is sturdy enough to, you know, be very helpful, but it's thin enough to also mold and move really easy. But I do want to make sure it's super tight since I'm not adding a zip tie or anything. Pinch. Okay, I've had this in my brain. Let's see. I'm just going to place them so you can see what it looks like. Even the upside down I think is going to be cute. I like that. I think it's cute. Just something different. Adding those bows, since the bows are everything right now. Bows, bows, bows. And then just hide our pipe cleaner. Look how stinking cute this is. I love that. I know it's backwards. It's darling. It's a little bit fuller than normal. It's so cute. I love, love, love it.